Our previous production space, let's just say it left some things to be desired. It did not have heating, it did not have air conditioning, it did not have hot water. It had holes going from the inside of the space like directly to the outside, so there was like no insulation. We moved our production and fulfillment facility to where we are now, which is in mixed use plaza, which is really cool. We have nonprofits, we have some retail like us, we have a food bank, now a health center. So it truly is mixed use and feels really embedded in community, which is really nice. That other area was more industrial. When we decided to open up our creator studio and Scent showroom, we knew we wanted to lean in just a little bit into offering workshops. We knew that we wanted to do things a little bit differently though, as opposed to just kind of like take scents off the wall or off, some sort of stand and make a candle. We really wanted to connect the experience of doing a workshop with Bright Black to kind of the core mission of Bright Black, which is sharing positive stories for us about Blackness, and for our workshop participants, like sharing stories that they want to scent in their lives. We have a number of different themes that the workshops align with, and then we take participants through this guided process where they conjure up a memory connected to that theme and then scent the memory. It is a very transformative experience. We've been told that people kind of come in expecting one thing and then are transformed and moved in ways that they didn't expect, and also build connection in ways that they didn't expect. And another big goal that we have of the workshops is to elevate scent as an art form, and people seem to really get that, and then to also elevate the power of scent. Of our 5 senses, it's arguably the most powerful, and people come away really seeing how scent is connected to memory and emotion and community building. I'll tell you the process I typically go through. I'll say like, okay, I'll have a scent strip for each one, and then I'll smell them together. I know I like it or I don't like it. And then I also know like, oh, I want it to feel like X, Y, and Z. Our most recent collaboration is with a nonprofit called Project Backboard. I learned about them just through Instagram and was really excited to see how they took outdoor basketball courts and turned them into works of public art, primarily in predominantly Black neighborhoods, urban areas. And I just thought it was really cool how they were pushing this boundary of what a basketball court can and should be. And that they were also, in my mind, not their language, my language, they were fighting against gentrification, and were also sending a signal to communities that you deserve art and you deserve beauty. And so I reached out to them about a year ago and said, like, would you be interested in partnering? We're trying to push boundaries too. Like, we're trying to show that scent is an art form. We're trying to build connection through scent because it breaks down barriers that are present when you're like fully in your head. And the scent design was actually a really interesting process where I designed a scent that I thought would capture playing basketball outside in the summer, and sent those designs to them, and it like was totally not hitting. Like, they were like very diplomatically like, this is not it. And we had a great conversation where they said, what time of day did you envision? And I was like, well, it was like noon on a Saturday. And they're like, no, make it 6 p.m. on a Wednesday. Like, make it 6, 7 p.m., make it dusk, make it a weekday when you've just worked all day, you're super stressed, and the way that you're gonna vent this stress is on this court. in community with other people playing this game. And I'm like getting kind of goosebumps talking about it because something like that seemingly simple completely transformed the scent into what it is now, and just shows the power of bringing a multi-sensory experience to the scent design process. So we ended up with something that they really loved. We partnered with a visual artist in Oakland, California to launch the first edition of the candle a couple weeks ago. The funder for that court happened to be Zendaya, which was kind of crazy. So from Beyonce to Michelle Obama to Zendaya. We also donate 25% of sales of that candle to future Project Backboard courts.
Too hype in the party, feeling like my birthday. I've been dancing all night with a bottle in my hand and a smile on my face. And we got a few more on the way.
When we realized, oh my gosh, hip hop's turning 50, we decided to do a special edition of the candle with some fun artwork. And we celebrated like everything kind of around the same time. So hip hop turning 50, me turning 43, and Bright Black turning 4, which is, you know, I think I read something like 60% of businesses don't make it to their 4th birthday. So it's always emotional to like mark the moment where you first began. So, and our first ever customer actually came to the shop. So a woman named Kim who bought a candle from our first ever pop-up came to the shop, and it was really moving.